So it's easy. I can just put it there. It's like it's nowhere. It's the same connection around the back of that. Yeah, but it's like 2 seconds. She doesn't want to play the whole video. Explain to him you don't want to play the whole video because you can explain to him. Yes, that's what I told you. You said it's you.
Özre kara da budur. Allah tu sevdi görebilir.
You weren't sure what's happening and why. I will make an announcement to the rest of the people as well. We are going to connect to a Ukrainian refugee in Varna via Zoom. And we need to make sure, are you happy with this recording, since we're going to upload the story you tell on our website. If you don't want your faces to be seen, they might be blurred later. If you want us to use fake names, we could use fake names. But the point is that we are trying to share a refugee taste the food and the stories of refugees here. We've brought some food that was cooked following Kurdish recipe that Joro cooked, for example. There is some food from an Afghan restaurant.
Sarah.
Yes, from Sarah. There is some Ukrainian soup that we cooked at home to share, but use it as an opportunity to somehow taste the stories of refugee people. These are some of the struggling regions. We want to give voice to real people who come and the struggles and the challenges and whatnot. So you can be free to share whatever you feel like. We're not going to be pressurizing.
Actually, because I'm surprised about now, because they only invite me to here, but
she didn't say why.
Yeah, she did.
I thought she explained what the concept was.
Yeah, and she lives here not like refugee, because I came here like refugee before more than 6 years, and after that I sent invitation to her. And maybe she doesn't have experience like this. like living like refugee. Actually, she's immigration here, not refugee.
It's small today. Oh, yeah.
But for me, it's not. It's okay because I have this experience and I have no difficulty. And it depends the question you ask. It's okay.
Maybe we'll let you know what this festival is about first. Everyone who is present, because today is International Human and Non-Human Rights Day, and that's the occasion why we are here. We would like to use it as an opportunity to show how the well-being and the suffering of human and non-human animals are connected, and how sharing vegan food.
Намерих техни, което казах.
Варениките?
Да.
Ами ето ги там.
Не ги разпознах, просто в другите съдове не ги разпознах. Защото те бяха. Да, намерих сте.
And we would like to use the opportunity to use.
Tell us a little bit about the food you're sharing today.
Today I am making vegetarian food, rice with mung bean and also samosa, spinach.
On a boom mic on top of the camera on the other side of the room in an echoey room.
It's a problem because it's not understandable because there's too much reverberation.
Let's test it.
Alex is there. Alex is joined.
Where's the meat to test it?
Ще идват ли отгоре или
Oh yeah, it's a boom. There's a boom mic from here. It's a boom mic. Just here. In the top of the camera, she's over there.
Is the microphone.
On the top of the boom. Yeah, I guess so. I bumped the volume a bit.
No.
Alex has joined us. I suggest that we let her speak because she's.
I'm just asking her to test the video so we check the levels. No, so she's playing for a second. She says she can't hear anything on it, so I'm saying to him, I can go and get another copy.
We tell it and we will upload it later on
So they just tested it?
webpage. We will upload it on the webpage on the website.
If it's a problem, I'll go home. I've got another version of it with lower volume. I was going to send both.
We'll have to start. Can I greet Alex? She's there.
С хората, които не са се погрижили за себе си цял живот. А той добре се е погрижил.
Alex?
I'm playing this video. I'm playing the video. We're not testing it, we're playing it. You can hear it. We both tested it at home, we can hear it.
Всеки има право да работи, доколкото се стремява.
Okay, let's hear from Sasha and we will play it here. No one will listen.
Just have to set the bass down a bit.
Много общо го казвам. Много общо го казвам, не знам. Дядо ми се е пенсионирал на 60.
Добре.
Ще поканиш ли сега, защото почваме, ако някой се
Да.
Таня, те си частично събитието продължава.
до 8 часа до време. Сега е 8.
Някаква бележка, че можел да работи още.
Не знам защо да
Значи може би 70.
освен да информирам, че после слава.
Можело и много
Just push.
Hi Alex, can you hear us? We're testing. Can you say a few words?
Maybe I should check on my
We can hear you now. Can you say a few words so that we can test how well we can hear you? Can you hear us?
You're gonna have to
Can't hear us.
sending it to you without closing it.
Yani şu an yapalım. Mandata da destek
Can use it in the browser.
Hey, can you hear us, Alex? Sasha, can you hear us? Нищо не ни чу.
Не знам, би трябвало.
Много сме сложни.
very weird.
Can't hear anything?
Yeah, but there's nothing.
Maybe you have to
No. Я пробую.
Oh,
microphone off.
yeah, I know I can hear you.
Can you hear us?
Oh,
Hey,
yeah, I can hear you.
excellent. Since we were trying to speak, but there was no feedback, and we were wondering whether there were some technical issues.
Yeah, now I can hear you.
Excellent. I can see that you are outside walking, so we should probably say a few words at the beginning to let everyone know what's happening. And we will then...
Yeah.
Okay. I will ask everyone to keep quiet now. Моля да запазите тишина, откриваме събитието. We are starting the event now.
This is a lapel mic, the thing I told you I didn't have last night. As I only had the boom mic, he told me to go anywhere in film it. So we're playing that video.
Right, we must begin now, Miles.
You said we're playing that video.
Is there anyone that needs translation? На някой трябва ли му превод от английски? На теб и на теб. We will have to translate for a couple of people. Okay, can we first say a few words and then start eating?
Okay.
People could take food later themselves. Miles, we're not. Okay, but not now. We are playing Alex's story now. Sasha's story first. As we are in touch with her. No, I said it much earlier at past. Okay, welcome everyone. Жора, ще превеждаш ли на тях, докато аз говоря, а ти докато говориш, аз ще превеждам. Тези двамата имат нужда от превод. Къде искаш да застана аз?
Не, за да виждате тук.
Къде искаш да застана? Аз къде искаш да стоя?
Където искаш. Моля, седите там, аз те хващам.
Okay, welcome everyone. This is the refugee food and story tasting event within our Vegan Festival of Solidarity 2022. This is a chance for us to share some food that was made following refugee recipes, but also share the stories of those who some people treat with prejudice and don't really realize are as human as themselves. The Vegan Fest of Solidarity always takes place on the 10th of December, around the 10th of December, which is International Human and Non-Human Rights Day. It's an opportunity for us to get together and demonstrate in various types of actions and events that the welfare of human and non-human animals and the suffering of human and non-human animals are interconnected. So we will now welcome our refugee guests. First of all, we should probably give priority to those who won't be able to stay with us all the time because they're far away in Varna. We can see on Zoom, we have a Zoom connection, and Sasha is with us, who has come from Ukraine and could tell us her story and her perspective on the connection between all suffering and the roots of all suffering, be it human or non-human, since they come from a war-ridden area currently. We're all aware what the situation in Ukraine is, and we have a couple of refugees from Kurdistan, from the Iranian part of Kurdistan, who also have precious stories to share and who have been with us at protests for freedom and justice. So I would give them the floor a little bit later, if you're okay. We listen to Sasha first. We also have food that was cooked by Food Not Bombs activists and friends that people at Kopriva Social Center have the privilege to taste, but we will be sharing the recipes. And I must say that one of the recipes was practically provided by Sasha. We've got the vareniki, Sasha. Here they are. Покажи варениките в тая кутина. And people who are present here have made them. We haven't tried them yet. We're really salivating, but we don't know what they taste like yet. So thank you for sharing the recipe, and you said it was one of your favorites. So would you like to tell us a few words about your refugee story and what brought you here, and how you feel about this festival and Food Not Bombs activists and the rest of the collectives involved? Feel free to share thoughts and feelings. Thanks for joining.
Yeah, so what brought me to Bulgaria is, unfortunately, was the war, which was waged by bloody Vladimir Putin and the whole Russian country. Before that, in 2014, when the war started in Ukraine and Putin attacked Crimea and the eastern lands, I was living in Russia and I was never feeling comfortable. So I decided it was my duty of like my, conscience, right? I thought it's just not worth living in Russia and paying taxes to that terrorist state. So I decided, so before that I was fighting the local government in Russia from within. And then I kind of lost any hope. So I emigrated and I traveled a while, traveled through many countries, and I thought in the end of the day that Ukraine is the country of my choice. I really loved it and I felt at home. So I stayed in Ukraine and I've got my friends there. Now many of them are fighting in the front line, unfortunately. But luckily, all of my friends are alive, which I cannot say about friends of my friends. Many friends of my friends are now killed. I've stayed in Ukraine for 2 months, and I've seen bombs flying over, like not bombs, like those rockets, I guess, flying over my head, and it was very disturbing, but I was reluctant to leave. But unfortunately, I've lost any kind of income or savings because I'm a citizen of a terrorist organization. So I decided to leave. And now that I'm here in Bulgaria, I'm trying to support the Ukrainian army with my meager donations. What about the Solidarity Kitchen? I think it's a great thing, and I had friends doing this thing in Ukraine, and maybe you would be surprised to know that, but on the front, there are many vegans who are trying to who are trying to preserve their diet. So, and it's hard for them because the military diet, like the standard one, includes a lot of meat. And but they're keeping their, views. And there are friends in cities like Lviv or Kiev or Odessa who are collecting donations, buying vegan food and sending it to the front. And I think it's amazing that even during the war times, people can keep their beliefs and stick to the thing they believe, think it's worth doing, which is not the same in Russia. Being like an LGBT person or keeping any sorts of views is maybe prosecuted and is often prosecuted. And I think that's what we are fighting for, to keep our right to stick to things we believe is right.
Thank you. Your words make so much sense, and I need to express my gratitude as well for you being part of the Food Not Bombs community. Anytime Sasha comes to Sofia, she would join Food Not Bombs Action, and was also with us at the last protest action in front of the Turkish embassy for Kurdistan and Rojava, and against the terrorism of the Turkish dictator Recep Erdogan. We're really grateful for that. You're free to stay for the rest of the event, but since you're outside and it looks cold out there, you may also watch the recording that we will be uploading of the rest of the events. Thanks for joining us. Have you got any questions to ask Sasha while they're still there?
By the way, I just need to say that vareniki, they can be made with potatoes and fried onions. Then there is like vareniki with cottage cheese, but there is vareniki with sauerkraut. So there are many kind of varenikis, just regardless of the war.
Which ones are your favorite, personal favorites? Are the potato ones your favorites?
Yeah, potato ones are. And my favorite is actually with mushrooms and potatoes. So you can do it with mushrooms and potatoes.
We should try them too, definitely. Probably next time you're in Sofia, we organize cooking together. And we will compare whether our Bulgarian chefs can match your skills and taste authentic. There is a question here. Just a minute.
Okay, on behalf of Sasha, who is next to me, and of course I also want to hear that answer, can we help to the Ukrainian soldiers who are vegan by donating some vegan food or sending money for it? And to whom?
Yeah, definitely. I can put you in contact if you would like.
Yeah, thank you. We will be glad. Можем да изпратим и тя ще ни изпрати контакт, с който да се свържем.
Ами до 8 часа казахме горе, че сега това го записваме, това ни трябва за запис.
Разбирам, ама горе ще дойде след само казваме, на мен ще се обадиш.
I would also like to share that there was an event last night, the opening of the festival, sharing with us the story of a Bulgarian activist in Ukraine who is dealing with the rescuing of struggling animals there. And one of the things we found out is that she's having problems feeding herself because of the lack of vegan food there, but she would prioritize animals, the animals she's rescuing and taking them food. So we were thinking of sending her some vegan food too, so we could probably combine the delivery for vegan warriors and some for the animal rescuers there. But we need to organize this logistically.
Is she in contact with the Solidarity Kitchen in Ukraine? Because they're doing well in sending vegan food. So if she's struggling right now, so maybe I should put her urgently in touch with the people.
Please do. I wouldn't say she's really struggling because she's a strong person and she's a survivor, but we would like to make her life easier. So it would be great if you share contacts with the Solidarity Kitchen in Ukraine and make her meet them and interact on a regular basis. Thank you. That's a great idea. Any other questions to Sasha? No? So we could probably proceed with...
I've got one question.
Oh, one more question. Just a moment.
Maybe the question is kind of obvious, but maybe the answer of the question is kind of obvious, but like a person who is not like you're suffering some kind of this war, your friends are having problems. What do you wish now? What do you dream for?
Oh my God, that's kind of an existential question. Of course, one of my, the biggest dream is can we just roll back to the peaceful time, please, and not let this happen? But now that this has happened, my dream is that Ukraine kind of wins this war as soon as possible, and then that we're not going to have a right turn in the politics, because we're now already having very right-wing liberal politics being implemented. I hope that my hopes are that the after-war times in Ukraine are going to be mild, mild, and all kind of views could be thriving, and not only the right views. Then I also hope for that Russia falls apart,
One more thing, as far as I'm aware, you would like to go back to Ukraine, but you can't currently. What is preventing you?
So I haven't checked recently, but as I'm a Russian citizen, but I have a family in Ukraine. But still, since I have a Russian passport, I need to get a visa, but there is no visa procedure, so I can't kind of even apply for it, because I guess Ukraine has a lot to do now other than implementing the visa procedures for the citizens of a terrorist state. But I hope at some point that I'll get a visa and go back.
Please let us know if there is anything we can do to support you in that, and good luck with finding your way back home, and stay safe for us. We're looking forward to our next meeting with you face to face. You're welcome to stay with us.
Благодаря. Thank you so much. Ciao, ciao.
Ciao. So as I said, these are the vareniki that Sasha recommended. You will be able to try some of her favorite food later. Now, I would like to give the chance to two of our refugee guests today to share their perspective on our world of violence and suffering, but there is some success in what they have accomplished, but there is such a lot that still remains, and we might be able to support them. So Farang Kayhan with us, if you could present yourself to our audience now.
Okay.
Here you are, this is the mic.
Yeah, no. Hello everyone, my name is Kayhan Yusufi. I have been in Bulgaria for 6 years, and I'm from eastern part of Kurdistan, occupied by the Iranian regime. I came to Bulgaria as a refugee. I was working as journalist and political activist in Iran and against the Iranian dictator regime. And she's my wife, Farang. And okay. Farang, when Farang was born, when Farang was a child, 2 years, the Iranian regime killed her father because of her father is Kurdish activist, and like many Kurdish people, like many like democratic Iranian people, they wasn't. They didn't agree with Iranian religion after 1979 revolution in Iran, and they want democracy for Iran and like pluralism system, political system for Iran. But unfortunately, they killed her father, her uncle, I don't know, her uncle aunt, and her uncle aunt is my nephew. She is pregnant, but she is like civil people, but the Iranian people. Now you know about Iran, what happened in Iran. In about 3 months, less than 3 months, we have a revolution in Iran against this regime. But unfortunately, in Kurdistan, in eastern part of Kurdistan, from beginning this region take over in Kurdistan, we have this situation in Kurdistan, discrimination about my native, my nation, my language, my religion, and this is like our Kurdistan, like military bases, and about, for example, in about what means. It is my Kurdistan region, about 200,000 military Iranian security forces in our region only. And they killed many our people, they killed many our family relative, only like our what means, and because of we are like court, we born like court, and we surprised us, and we didn't any right for us. For example, when we born in our family, we speak Kurdish in our family, but when we went or we go to school, we should be study with another language, it's Persian in Iran. And this is make many problem for our children in Iran and for us. We have a bad memorize of that. And after that, when, for example, my wife, she graduated from university as architect, but she looking for job. But the Iranian intelligence service, for example, if she found job in Iran, they after 2 months, 3 months, and they like fire her, like the company and the like state organization. Why? Because her father has like killed by Iranian regime, and this is like identity for Farang. And this is for me actually. I'm working as journalist about 15 years, but Iran regime forces me, and I left Iran in 2008, I think. Yeah, and joined our party, the basis of our party in Iraqi Kurdistan, and I work for our party and like struggle against Iranian regime, like in the media for 7 years, and after that the Iranian regime trades me in there actually, and my family and me, because I translated 2 books against Iranian regime, but they trade me to killed, and after that I came to Europe, like the last option for life, and like refugee came to here. And yeah, and for now actually we have bad situation in Iran, and like in Kurdistan actually I think before 3-4 years days, last week, when my friends in Iran connect to me and tell me, and please, you can collect some money for us. And I ask for what? And he published the news after that. He say, we realized 30 family in my city. It is small city. And they have children, school children, and they don't have food for them. And they, for example, he say only bread with little, what means maslo? Matter, yeah. This is their food for one day. And we collect some money from other friends they live in other European country, they like Kurdish refugee, and send to them, but it is not enough to them. And they afraid ask assistance from government, because governments, this is not dictatorship government Iran, and they against the people. They don't have service to people. And yeah, this is our story, and maybe most of you know better than before about Iran, about Kurdistan, Iranian Kurdistan, about our situation. But this suffering for us as Kurdish people about 43 years in Iran, and we grew up with that. And for example, when we were a child, we grew up with bombing, with with killing people, and we arrested our people in my village and my city. And for example, this regime, this is a story of Farang. For example, this regime, they had killed our fighter, our Kurdish fighter, our Peshmerga and guerrilla. And after that, they killed, like the body they killed and around in the city. And for example, violence is dead body. And this is maybe, for example, understandable for people living here. But this is real situation in Iran, and this is like we see this. We are like witness with this. And for now, yesterday I think the Guardian published one article about Iran, what happened in Iran, and say the Iranian security and police have shot at woman and sensitive body of woman, hair and eyes and face in a woman. This is a Guardian last day. This is this regime. This is regime under title of religion, Islam's, But actually they use Islam, and they are not real Islam, because we were born in. I'm not religious people, but we born in religion people, and this is not religious. Our father, our family, mother, and believe this religion, but they like use them. This is a power, and they use the religion to control the power in Iran. And and we were in here, and now when we compare ourselves with the people living in Iran, and I don't know, I feel we are like we have a chance, and because find a place like Bulgaria to, I don't know, to rebuild our life in here. But for example, about in 3 months, Iranian regime have killed around 500 people in Iran, and among that 125 people only Kurdish people killed by this regime, and 18,000 people arrested, and among them more than 6,000 people in Kurdish people in Iran. But like our population is only 10% of Iranian population, but our victims is like 30% of these people, and 30% of arrested people in only Kurdish people. For example, we have general strike in market and bazaar in Iran, and after 3 years, this government, what they do, and they close all, not all, most of shops in Iran, and they blocked the bank account from the people. And actually, I don't know, I cannot, I can't find the words to explain the situation of life in people in Iran, and especially in Kurdistan, because we have two places in Iran, the region like Kurdistan and Balochistan. Balochistan in southern eastern in Iran. They are like different. They have a different religion and different nation with the people living central Iran, because maybe many people around the world like when hear the name of Iran, they say Iranian Persian, Iranian speak Persian or Farsi, and like the nation, but this is not reality. And 60% of Iranian population is not Persian, and is not they didn't speak Persian. They Kurd, they Baloch, they Arab, they Azeri or Turk, and they Turkmen, and they Gileki. This is another nation. Different religion, different language, different culture, different history, different poem, different clothes. But unfortunately, we have a big problem. Yeah, we have many, we have opposition in Iran, and they want to take retake a power. But this is for minority like us. This is same, because they don't respect for our rights, for our demands. This is This is long. I speak a little long, but this is our situation. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you. Farang, is there anything you would like to say? So we hear your personal voice.
Okay.
So what language you say?
My language
In whatever language you
not
would
good.
probably help with translation.
Ça coûte que ça comment dire comment?
Bak.
Et anglais c'est quoi?
داخل نظام چه بیجم؟
نظام جباره چی كذا? You say about what he say? She say?
I don't know about what I speak, because I have a lot of problem. Difficult problem in Iran, but I have a bad experience about these 3 months. I see anything I saw I was children until now, but زن أمس معنا كلنا لا منعلم وتايسي هارس برشام دوباره.
She say, for example, these 3 months, remember all her
My
child
life.
life, and for
Yeah.
example, her difficulty when she was child has. She said now she remember. For example, she understands the people in Iran. For example, we many pictures published and video. For example, they killed the father of like little child, and the little child cried in the ceremony of her father. And this is, she said, this is like remember our life. And
but في رجل إيران أويانم كوكو دايك مناجت من على كانين دوارة تنيا ما كان.
she said she saw many like alone women like her mother, and she most to bring up her children like her mother, and like she imagined their difficulty, their problem in the future, what happened to, for example, them in the little children, the lone mother, and in like religion society. This is the woman in Iran is not free. They don't have freedom, like for example, like you like in here now, and like the traditional and religional society like put pressure to them. They cannot what they do want to do, and this is a problem.
Hard thing about for me now. I can't do anything for my people, women in Iran, in children, but just see in social media and hear news, but I can't do anything. This is very hard for these days.
Right. You feel helpless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we want to help them, but we cannot do anything. For example, like we are like normal job in Bulgaria. We are not rich, and for example, we cannot, for example, send many money to them, and this is difficult for Iran sends money. For example, some of my friends sent money to one of them. Like this is you cannot like direct send money to them, and after that the intelligence service know about that. They only like wants to provide some medicine for people, because people afraid to go to hospital, and people, for example, protesters like injured in the street, they afraid to go to hospital, because in all hospital has security and intelligence forces of Iranian regime. If, for example, they recognize them as protesters, and after that they arrested them, and people prefer to stay at home. And if, for example, nurses and doctors help them, and they also and arrested by Iranian regime, and we cannot do anything for them. And for example, one man Fred I told you, and sent money, and they know, and they arrested him. Now he's in the jail, and only want to like humanitarian assistance to people, but this is totalitarian regime, and it is really theocratic regime, and I don't know, and maybe very more worse than I believe that more than Hitler and I don't know Mussolini and Russian system now, and this is regime like unique regime, like dictatorship in the world, in the history. We must to you were court, you were Iranian, you live in Iran, and you understand what is this regime.
Do you feel supported by Europe, apart from being accepted as refugees?
Like supported our people, or no?
Yeah, in terms of your struggles for liberation. And
Actually, I'm to be honest with you, and I know I understand Ukrainian people. I understand, for example, the people like far from a war, and they lose everything they had and before, and this is like started new life in new country, like new culture, new language, everything new, but they are European, and they are European now. The Western country and Western civilization supported them against like devil regime in Russia, but we are like Kurdish people divided between 4 countries in the Middle East. And for example, Iranian regime supported by Russian regime. And in the part of Rojava and Bakur and Turkey, and the Turkey regime, member of NATO regime. And this is a NATO is a Western country. We are victims of international powers and not under separation of our governments and our occupier, and because we call them occupier, because our land is occupied by this regime. And I don't know, we like Kurdish people, let's say, we don't have anyone. And we only about 100 years, we victims of international powers, not only regional powers. And for example, like Turkey regime, like system of Atatürk, founded in Turkey, and like Iranian regime, like racist regime in Iran, founded 1925 in Iran by Reza Khan and the Reza King in Iran, say. And after the revolution, and in Iraq by Saddam Hussein, and before Saddam Hussein, and Syria by Assad family. And this is, I don't know, our story. Sometimes we like Kurdish people speaking together and say why we are alive to now. Under 100 years separation, I don't know, genocide, and how we alive, and like sometimes we are surprised, like Kurdish, because everybody wants to kill us.
Yeah, you're pressurized from many sides by
many sides.
Dictators.
Yeah, for example, now in Ukraine, and the Ukrainian people, the Ukrainian government, like their land occupied by Putin regime, but some country help them to like struggle and fighting against them. But in Iran, we killed by, for example, our bases, party bases in Iraqi Kurdistan, targeted by Iranian drone and Iranian missiles. But this drone, who for example provided and who sent the material to Iran? Austrian company, Italian company, and Canadian company. They are like member of NATO, and they're member of I don't know, they say like free world. And in the other side, and Russia and Iranians sent drone to Russia to kill Ukrainian people, and the Iranian regime killed us actually, and this is like alliance with Russia. And I don't know, you for example, who help us, like Iranian people, all, and like Kurdish people, like especially, who help us, I don't know. And for example, they make some sanction against Iranian regime, the US and the European Union, but like this sanction only affected on people, not government, not authoritarian, and because Iran has oil, has a gas, and this is sent. For example, the sanction is sent less praise to China and to Russia and to another country, and this is they found the way to, for example, help their income, but people like ordinary people, what they do.
Thank you. You're giving us a lot of food for thought, and hopefully further action, showing solidarity and raising awareness so that more people know that what kind of struggle you are facing, and find a way to get together and do whatever depends on us. Is there anyone? Have you got any questions? Okay, so Kirill is currently thinking how to formulate his question to you, but I believe that it's time for us to start tasting the food. There is another refugee whom I believe you've met, Afghani. Sarah.
She's our friend.
She has provided some food for us. She's got a restaurant here, but she couldn't join us face to face because she's a single mom with 2 kids to look after. But Miles recorded an interview with her when we will have the chance to watch it, probably after some food sharing break. Please feel free to try the foods we've brought. There is some Ukrainian, Russian food. Georgi cooked followed a Kurdish recipe. You will let us know whether it reminds you of the authentic taste, and probably give advice on how we cook your dishes. They're vegan, of course, because as I said, our festival is against any form of violence to non-human animals too. So help yourselves to some food, everyone, and maybe we can show the video in 10 minutes. Yeah, let's have some food first, if you don't mind. Well, we will stop the recording now, I guess, or shall we record the food sharing? I'm not. Yeah. Let's have some food and then we will give it attention. We can discuss. Hi, how are you? Да, само покажи. Нека да се вижда, че едат хората, защото може да се използват. Help yourselves.
You know, like, I don't know, like Emma, Muslims people, and they have like some place in mosque when speak. If go to this and speak along 2 hours, 3 hours, I am like that. And sorry,
you're such a great speaker.
It's important.
And I do really. Station. Занеси ти храна.
Си вземаш, си взема. Я го дръж това пред тебе.
Oh yes, we will. That's a great idea.
He often says, let it live the science and technology revolution.
Защото благодарение на научно-техническата революция имаме изкуствени кожи и не се налага да дарем животните заради техните ценни кожи.
Because of this
Официално обявихме, че се храним и после ще пуснем един запис на интервю с Сара, от чийто ресторант част от нещата са.
Нямам никаква идея кой какво е, така че ще разчитам на теб да ми препоръчаш.
Това са вареники, които вареники, the Ukrainian recipe that Sasha provided us with. Potatoes and onions, I guess. I haven't tried them yet. There are cutlery there. Ето и вилици, лъжици. Ама може би... Can you pass the cutlery because we can't reach it? Here. I don't mind. I don't have the cutlery. My bag is at the back.
We will do everything we can. So,
I hope. Thank you.
Thank you for being such a
Thank you for your solidarity,
rebellious and
your
strong
help,
people.
your support, and actually I'm so surprised about your people and your support for Kurdistan in front of Turkey embassy last week. Thank you so much. Thank you.
We will continue with our actions. Like we have plans to do something more meaningful, like something more impactful. Like
We just announced that we are going to
I was told by the National Services because they asked me. Fighting for peace, and Turkey is putting pressure on Bulgaria because of our protests. No matter they're not like huge, but they're angry about it, and we will continue to.
Yeah, we continue to peace, to freedom, to, I don't know, to better world for everyone, not only for, I don't know, some specific people.
Of
for everyone. Yeah, if we don't have dictators, if we don't have, I don't know, like racist people, and if we don't have dictator governments, we will have a good world for everyone.
For sure.
Yeah. This is our, I don't know, our goal and our main. Yeah.
Some basic things like life, freedom, peace.
Пускаме ли го?
Няма проблем,
Чак само малко.
Нищо, аз винаги имам...
Готов.
Няма проблем. Когато тя ми пита, аз казвам...
Пускаме ли?
Freedom stories, refugee freedom stories.
Гарек, какво кажеш?
People now have the chance to watch the video that Miles took of an interview with Sarah, but I should probably announce it.
Tell us a little bit about the food you're sharing today.
Today I am making vegetarian food, rice with mung bean and also samosa, spinach. This is three things.
Excellent. Okay. And could you tell us a little bit about who you are and your restaurant and what type of food you normally prepare?
I'm from Afghanistan. I'm from Afghanistan, and my restaurant is Afghani food restaurant, and our menu, all the food in our menu is from Afghanistan.
Okay.
There is a store from Afghanistan called Khalasara Foods.
Excellent. And it's your restaurant, or you joined someone else?
No, it's just mine.
So you started it here?
Yes, in Bulgaria.
And how long have you been in Bulgaria?
Actually, I came to Bulgaria in 2016, and I gave birth my small son here.
After being here and running your restaurant, how do you feel about your time in the country now?
Before I was so much happy, and now I have everything, and day by day we are growing, and everything we can how I wanted it before. So everything going well, and I'm happy.
Okay. Do you mind me asking a little bit about your past and why you left Afghanistan?
As almost that in Afghanistan from so long time we have war, kidnapping kids. So because of kidnapping kids, I decided to come to Europe.
So you were concerned about your children's safety for kidnapping of children?
Yes, because of my children, I decided to come to Europe.
That's a very brave step to take. It was quite a journey. Do you mind telling us about how the journey was and how you gained entry to Europe and some of that experience?
As most of the people know that they are not issuing visa for Afghan people, So we took visa till Turkey. Then from Turkey to here, we came from forest by walking.
Wow.
From Italy, Galway.
Wow. Okay. Wow. That's impressive.
And on that time, when we started walking from Turkey to Bulgaria, I was pregnant, and my baby was so fat with a 9-month kid. University is a business administration in Afghanistan. I did my bachelor because of my field, and also about cooking. Yes, I was a small girl when I started cooking. I was 6 years old. In Afghanistan, all the women and girls should know how to cook.
Okay, very cute. So, can I ask about the menu that you have in your restaurant? Is it all traditional Afghani food?
Yes, all of them are traditional Afghani food. We don't have any international food. Everything is from Afghanistan.
Do you have any emotional feelings about this food? It connects you to a piece of your past that maybe you feel separated from. Can you explain what that's like?
Sometimes I'm cooking during my cooking with the smell of food. I'm going to my past in Afghanistan when we are at parties, because in Afghanistan our family are so much party every time. So it takes me back on that time we are at party and I am cooking for a party. I don't have chance to invite from my families. But my mother, brothers, and my sister, they are in Turkey.
Oh, okay.
I can invite my mother or to live with me here, but my brothers and sisters are
okay. Okay. But they're trying to emigrate to the United States?
Maybe there or maybe Canada. Okay. It's not clear.
Is this something you see in your own future, or do you think you will be remaining in Bulgaria?
I like Bulgaria, that's why I came back from Germany. But maybe when my kids grow up and they go to an institute or university, maybe they go alone, or maybe I can't say anything about future, but maybe I had to go with them, or maybe they go alone. It's not clear.
But otherwise, you found happiness here, and
yeah,
you found business.
Otherwise, I'm happy in Bulgaria because the people in Bulgaria are very kind and they are warm with people. And the weather in Bulgaria I like. In Bulgaria there are 4 seasons.
Would you like to give any information to people who might be interested in your restaurant?
About the menu, I said all the recipes from Afghanistan, and something else that I will tell that the freshness of our food, because every day we are cooking and I am taking vegetarian from woman market freshly, day by day, and we are not using foods which are in the refrigerator in the market. So everything is fresh, organic.
Well, thank you very much for sharing your story, and I'm sure everyone will be excited to try your food.
Thank you so much.
Tell us a little bit about the food you're sharing today.
От друга страна на женски пазар.
Да, от към Ботев, но той е точно непосредствено на алеята на
Как се казва?
No, thank you. Благодаря.
Thank you.
Говоря по-витър, да. Добре, добре. Благодаря за поканите.
Пак заповядайте.
Мерси. Приятна
вечер.
Приятна вечер. Чао. Чао.
Take care. Wish you great luck.
Are you okay with us uploading this on the internet?
No problem. No problem. And tomorrow actually I will have interview with Kurdish TV. This is my job. Every week, I don't know, every day. No problem.
Because it's one thing for us to be retelling the stories, and when
It's okay, it's
first-hand stories are most powerful, and people can believe this is true. It's not our interpretation of reality, you know, our fantasies of what's happening.
Yes.
You're an authentic.
Unfortunately, this is out.
You're authentic voices.
If you have some materials that you want to be shared, we can try our best to share it. So
Yeah, by our communication channels and so on.
Okay. Thank you so much and good luck. Merci.
Ciao.
Yeah, okay.